All right. Ortho inspection has commenced. There's Salt Lake City. Woo, woo. Woo, woo. Better not over torque it. All right, let's go do some ortho recon here. All right. We'll go autopilot on, vertical speed, autopilot off. Alt select, heading. There we go. My ortho is from my private satellite. From the Global Sim Alliance launched a private satellite. But I will give you a link to this is where you should go for all of your information regarding sources. The sources, you know, the sources are, you know, you always need to be experimenting with sources, right? But the key is to do the settings that we learned from Jeffrey right there. Click on that one right there. That will give you what settings I'm using today. Except for the source is not the same. Because I use the private satellite, you know. Where we have Sony cameras. But that right there looks real. This is Interstate 80, just west of Salt Lake City. That's the Rio Tinto, what used to be Kennecott copper smelter, right there. And if you're doing a westbound departure from Salt Lake City, you're going to see that. And I believe that's a VFR waypoint as well. It really does look good, huh? How come it's not hazy for you? Yes. I prefer clarity to accuracy. That is a very good point. I use the John Fly no haze Lewis script. It's a very complex code. I will share it with you right now. Oh, that looks fantastic. Wow. Still Interstate 80. I run a John Fly Lewis script, and it is resources, plugins, Fly with Lua, scripts, John Hayes Lewis script. Here is the John Hayes, the John Hayes Lewis script right there. For your pleasure. All right, let's go heading this way. So yeah, fog be gone. How do you lock your frames at 30? Well, you can use VSync. My frames right now are at 52, 55, somewhere in there. You can use VSync to lock it. I wouldn't recommend it. And of course, VSync is going to be related to your monitor hertz, isn't it? I think this is really how it looks out here, out west, is that these I think this is just all salt fields. I think this is where a lot of salt is created, is these residual areas from the Great Salt Lake. That's where they seed salt and it grows for harvest. Yep, exactly. All right, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to put in the waypoint. L C Let's go direct. All the salt ponds for all the cholesterol needs. Yeah. And of course, way out yonder are the Bonneville Salt Flats, where they set the speed records for land-based vehicles. We got a subscribe. Claret's 66 with the subscribe. Claret's, thank you for the support. I do appreciate it, man. Seems like on windy days being near there would be quite uncomfortable. You know what? It gets really windy out this way, and I've never had like a salt in my face before, so they do have to, you know. I guess it's probably embedded in the soil of. I guess I don't know if it's dusty salt. Yeah. It's not like, yeah, it's not dusty salt. No, I think they have to. I need to learn the. Maybe I need to go watch a documentary on how salt is extracted from this area, and because I know companies like Morton Salt. I'm gonna speed up. Morton Salt are in Utah, and the process. I'd like to know. You wonder if the salt from here is edible? Oh yeah. I mean, that's what salt is salt. All right, there's not. I mean, this salt is what you're eating on your table. The salt from the Great Salt Lake, yeah. Okay, so Nuriel says they evaporated off the water. Really? I'd like to learn more. This ortho's looking pretty good. Now, this is a part of the world that you're never going to see. So I'm doing something that's really unrealistic because we're coming up to a very, very highly restricted airspace. You can't come out here in your Cessna. It's a military range, and it's highly restricted. They do a lot of in fact there's an ordnance facility up here. So we're doing things you'd never do in the real world. But that's true. I'm not in a Cessna. That is very true. They just let the sun evaporate the water away till it's just thick salt layer on the ground. Then they take off the top layer of salt and refine it. Okay. You can offer me salt that makes me cringe immensely. Yeah. And then, of course, there's different kinds of salt. You know, like sea salt. I like the color. I like the color. All right, we've officially entered the restricted area. Don't tell anyone. No, Dugway is the other way. The Dugway Proving Grounds and the Dugway that's south of here. We're actually in the Desert Peak area, which is basically due west of the Great Salt Lake. I think it was a Nat Geo vid on YouTube. I watched it. Pretty neat and simple how they do it. Okay, I need to watch that. Grow Adler, hello. New position at work has taken up a lot of time now that I have 60,000 riding on daily production. Oh, snack. Oil, baby, oil. When I was driving through California last month, and I saw all of these oil wells near Bakersfield and you know, between Vegas and basically, yeah, Fresno area and that whole area. I was thinking of Grow Adler when I saw the oil fields, the oil pumps, the oil wells. I thought that's what he does. He goes and checks on them. Pretty flat out here until you get to that little range out that way. So they do have roads out here, but again, it's only military out here, I believe. If anyone wants to read up on this, it's restricted area 6404A. That's R-6404A. Maybe there's got to be a top and a bottom, or maybe just a top. All right, I think I'll head to Parka. So we'll go direct. All right, we're turning to Parka. So it's it's for Hill Air Force Base. Yep. You're familiar with the geographic area, T. Godfrey? Where are you from? Wyoming, there you go. I played a good golf course out in Evanston called Purple Sage. And of course, we always love to fly into Jackson Hole. Been to Casper time or two. Do you see the F-35s from Hill often? I do. I play the golf course at Hill Air Force Base, and we see the F-16s and the F-35s and all the big KC, all the big stuff. And the small stuff and the stealthy stuff fly in and out of Hill. Yep. Alright, we're going to head toward that mountain range. By the way, we're doing 325 knots across the ground right now. Haven't heard of that golf course, but there's a really nice one in Saratoga, Wyoming. And everyone loves flying it. Yeah, everyone does love flying into Jackson, the Tetons, etc. Saratoga. I don't think I've been there. You should drop down to 50 AGL and get the real speed rush. I can do that. My plane's crooked also. Alright, dropping down. I blame M9 Aviation if we die in the desert. Okay, we're going on the hard deck. There's a hard deck here. There's a hard deck for a reason, Mav. Get lower. .301 indicated. 327 across the ground. That P factor keeps us very crooked. Now roll inverted and do a negative G climb. Oh, snack. going vertical, nav. Where's the MiG-21? It's right underneath my finger. Ah, the Ortho looks great. The Ortho looks fantastic. All right, I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna turn at the Parka waypoint. We're gonna run across this ridge. I think we're gonna go to LHO after this, so we'll go LHO. There we go. Yeah, Parka and then LHO. Which is Logan. It is very purty. Pilot Edge P-51 Mustang formation flight. We should do it. In fact, this should be a group flight out here just to join me surveying Ortho. The problem with doing group flights that basically are surveying the Ortho is that people flying with me see what I have and then they see what they have and they go, it's kind of like that first time that you flew first class. You just didn't know any better, right? All right, let's get down. Get down, get down, get down. 6,600. There's the turn at Parka. Again, this is a part of Utah you've never been to, nor will you ever go to. It's like Podunkville. There'll probably be a few ranches up here. I would like to go visit these people. Can you imagine the IRL stream, just interviewing these ranch folk out here in the middle of nowhere? The stories they could tell about the rocks and the hills and the rattlesnakes. Those trees look really good. I'm guessing it's the Ortho tree mod. Yeah, US Ortho photos. Wingman 1, Utah Ops, exactly. So, yeah, see right there, there's a little switchback. I don't know what they're doing there. But this is way afar from anyone. And that looks real. That looks real to me. Just for reference, we're probably 60 miles northwest of Brigham City, Utah. And the Ortho looks fantastic. Again, you'd never really fly out here. I mean, there's not even airports out here to go do FS economy runs. Why would you ever come out here? You wouldn't. So we're seeing uncharted territory. The doc linked earlier. What are you talking about? Yeah, there's a US Ortho photos. It's if you do a Google search for US space Ortho photo space X dash plane, it might come up. I'm not sure though. Or sorry, is it US Forests? Is that the name of it? Maybe it's US Forests. But it accurately puts some forests in play for you. And I highly recommend Recon at 300 knots indicated. Look at that little mound right there. Boop. Boop. I imagine the cell phone data speed out here is not too good. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, M9. You can pick a padlock with a fidget. That'd be handy to have. I think you just earned your right to join the team in the zombie apocalypse. First person to name the mascot of the town we're going to, the university mascot, wins 700 snacks. Or actually, not the mascot. What's the team? What are they? You know, like the Broncos or the Denver Broncos. Well, what's the team name for the university that I'm going to? Wingman 1 is correct. There you go. What is a snack used for? A snack is something that you can trade people for real world currency if you want to. I've never been able to get anyone to trade real world currency for it yet, but the theory is there. You'll drive the resupply truck for the zombie apocalypse. I would appreciate that, Bruja. We need to reinforce the armament, though. But Nurgle is correct. Snacks are stream currency used for giveaways and whatnot. Yep. Yep. In fact, I'm going to do a giveaway right now. I'm going to give away something that is very, very important to me. I have 2 of them, though. And I'm going to give this away right now. We're going to have a snack auction. In fact, there might be more than one thing that I give away here. Hold on. As we look at the Ortho. My left rudder pedal. Yeah. Better be careful. Hold on. Where did I put that? I may have to find it. We may do a membership to Doe. Yeah. Did you see the interview with the Doe CEO this morning? B2. It's fascinating. And correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't they pretty much? They're trying to recreate like a Robin Hood type situation. I better increase my altitude just slightly here. Yeah, basically they're making it so guys can buy like they use their iPhone or their Android and they just click the button, buy a stock, commission free. You know, and people are buying like one stock of these big companies or something like that. But it's commission free. You'll auction off your steering wheel. That would be cool. All right, there's 7,000. Check out the ortho photo. This is the best way to ortho recon. Quite a bit of a contrast to what we did down in the southern part of the States, though, huh? You use Robinhood. Robinhood works fine for what I need and commission free. Well, there you go. See, we got a. I think that. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I think that Robinhood really appeals to. You know, the tasty bite size accounts. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Wow. Wow. Yeah, zoom level 17. Yep. Oh, there's another valley over that way. It looks like Northrop Grumman has an airport over that way. Right over that way. I've never landed at Northrop Grumman, but it's right over there. Yeah, auction it. Auction it for snacks or for cash? And which steering wheel are you talking about? All right, I'm not gonna. I was gonna do the giveaway, but I'm not gonna do it until this weekend though, because I gotta make it a prize pack. Look at this up here. Whoo, dog. We're flying the pocket rocket sideways, crooked, and we're doing 287 indicated, 318 ground speed, and we're just checking out orthophoto. Adon Dehu, welcome. The original that was in my semi. Oh, yeah. I would bid on that. The part is that the shipping of that would be a little bit of pricey. Ooh, coming into the Logan Valley, the land of the Utah State Aggies, who have a really good athletic program and a very good aviation program. Some people come up here to study that thing called aviation. This looks gorgeous. The farmland. Wow. You're descending into Orlando. Very nice. Oh, to me, I wish you guys were all here in my room, and you all could be watching this in the 2K resolution, because the 1080p doesn't do it justice. But I'm telling you, there's farmers that are waving to me down there. Hello. The rivers flow through me. That room would smell more than it already does. That's very true, but we'd still enjoy the visuals. We could put on nose plugs. I mean, look at that little small creek river thing, and then the mountains, power lines. Just looks fantabulous. I want to go talk to these people and see what their lives are like living right there. I want to ask them, you too should get on Pilot Edge, my friend. Wow. Well, if you insist, could do with a trip to the States. Yeah, Have you ever been? Everyone is ooh and ah. Exactly, 2020 fanboys. Well, you know we're all going to be trying the 2020. A little bit of You got a little bit of 2020? I do. I got it right here. How long is it going to last? It's going to last about 6 weeks and then you're done. Why 6 weeks? Because that's when the free trial ends. Oh, okay. Woo! Look at that. There's Logan Airport. Never been to the States? Yeah. What part of the States, if you suddenly had, a trip given to you, free 2 weeks in the States, all expenses paid, hotel, airfare, food, entertainment, but you had to stay in the same 100-mile circle, what city would you go to, Clarence? Flight X52 up. How you doing? All right, let's go up. Going vertical, nav. It would have to be Vegas. There's a lot to do in 2 weeks in Vegas, definitely. But like FlightX says, you can actually be done with Vegas in 2 days, actually 2 or 3 days. This is the Patey family's neck of the woods. Who are the Pateys? Do I know the Pateys? Should I know the Pateys? All right, we'll make a turn. Actually, I'm going to turn the other way. Fastest single ever turboprop made. They made Draco and Turbulence. Mike and Mark Patey. Oh, are they from Logan area, huh? Oh, very cool. I didn't know that. Here's the one problem with that U.S. Forests mod, that there's uniformity. See the lines in the trees? You can detect this line of trees. That's the only problem I'm seeing, that in the very dense forest areas, you're see these lines? Yeah, that's not ideal. Turbulence can do over 400 true. Ooh, wow. I thought Todorico made the fastest single engine turboprop. Fastest I know about for the sim. All right, let's go down to 9,000. We'll head over the Pineview Reservoir in just a little bit. Imagine a Lancero Legacy with 1,200 horsepower. Whew. Cajun Cacti, how are you? Oh, New Orleans would be your choice? You could probably do... you know what? I was in New Orleans for one night, and that whole what's that, Bourbon Street Oh man, that scared the daylights out of me. I was like, whoa. Hold on now. All right, we're headed direct Huntsville. Austin, Texas would be it for you for 2 weeks. Yeah. Well, I have to flip it around for the people that are in Europe, or sorry, the people that are in the States. What city in Europe, if you had an all expense paid trip to a city, but you couldn't go outside of that 100-mile radius, what city would you choose? I would probably choose. It may sound a little bit interesting, but I'd probably choose something like Zurich, because I could see southern Germany. I could see, Switzerland, all over northern Switzerland. I could get into Austria a little bit. I could have some amazing food. I could see some amazing mountains. I'd probably choose Zurich. Munich or Germany. You go to Rome. Rome, I've been to Rome, so otherwise I probably would have chose that just to take it off the list. But I've been to Rome. It's great, but I wouldn't. I'd prefer the mountainous areas and the cleaner. Switzerland is very clean. It's a very clean town. Very clean country, I should say. Milan is nice. Actually, Milan is very nice. Milan and Florence are very nice. In fact, if someone said to me, okay, you have an all expense paid trip to Italy, but you can only go to Rome, Milan or Florence, I would say, give me Florence. Yeah, all of Austria is awesome. I find that southern Germany, Austria, and Switzerland all have that it's just, I just love everything about it. London's great to visit, of course. I don't know, is the stream stuttering? Did we lose some frames, B2? Nick? Or Clarets? Maybe we lost some stream. Alright, there's Pineview Reservoir. You put a picture in Discord of the whale I was referring to. Do you want to auction it off for snacks or no? All right, let's turn this way. Used to come up here to Pineview Reservoir during high school. It did not help the grades. It did not. Actually, I can fly over this way. We can cut through this canyon. Oops. Seems smooth to you? Okay, good. All right, we're going to come over the mountains back into the Salt Lake Valley here. And maybe we'll land at Hill Air Force Base. Am I going to clear that? Yeah, I'm going to clear that. Look at that. There's a road going up here. That'd be awesome. All right, back into the Salt Lake Valley. There's Hill Air Force Base right there. Let's go land at Hill. Okay, let's dive. Let's go down to 4,000. Dive, dive, dive. Bruja, that would be so awesome, dude. That'd be so cool. I wonder if I could mount it on, on some piece of hardware. We're going to land at Hill Air Force Base. This is over here is the golf course that I play at Hill Air Force Base right there. All right, autopilot off. My airplane. Flying right downwind. I know people get adapter plates and use them on the G27-29. Do they really? Oh, that's cool. I might have to do that. All right, gear coming down. Feels like there's wind here, but there's not. Fly past the arrestor cables. Do I get it? Do I clip it? There goes my coffee. Exactly. That's Hill Air Force Base. I've been in that tower. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture that I took from the tower up there, but I can't remember where I put them. I'm gonna see if I can find them quickly. Could be right here. I got a tour of the tower there. It was really cool. I have to really scroll through the history. Ooh, I think it's coming up though. Yeah, here we go. No, not quite. Almost. Do you ever think that when you're looking through your photos on your social media, like your life is flashing before your eyes? I want to find this. Here it is. Here it is. All right, so this one here. This is me in that exact tower. You can see here, these are the guys at Hill Air Force Base, and there's me unshaven. And they told one of the F-16s to fly by. And then of course we have a picture of Rate Girl and Flyboy. This was a while back, but this is in the same tower. You can see Hill Air Force Base. There's Right Girl and Flyboy in the tower at Hill Air Force Base. And then I think I have... And then here's a picture of me looking down. This was during air show time. So they had the air show going on. So that's me at the Hill Air Force Base tower looking down. And the air show hadn't started yet, but there you can see an A-10 right there. The guy on Tasty Work Future Show apparently is he really like the Tom the Tom, or not the Tom, I think yeah, I know who you're talking about. I might have another picture here. Oh yeah, here we go. One more from the show. So this is just below the tower. They had parked the Maid in the Shade. It's a gorgeous looking aircraft. B-25, baby.